The pregame. In recent years, the motto, "Shoot your shot," has taken on a life of its own. While its origin is sport-based, for example, you shoot your shot in basketball, soccer, hockey, etc., the expression is more frequently being used in society's everyday lingo. Now, the saying primarily characterizes a person's pursuit of romantic interest, one of the most notable examples being Philadelphia 76ers star center Joel Embiid shooting his shot at music icon Rihanna. We see it in social media posts, hashtags, and statuses. People use it in everyday conversations amongst friends via phone, text, virtual chat, or face-to-face. Even the highly popular, nationally syndicated morning radio show Power 105.1's The Breakfast Club had a daily segment called Shoot Your Shot. Although the pop cultural use of shoot your shot is most often meant to be entertaining and funny, valid questions to ask relating to this axiom are: what if we applied this shoot your shot mentality to facets of our everyday lives, and what kind of impact would it have on our outcomes? If you really take a second to think about it, the saying's underlying meaning is quite profound. You see, unless we shoot our shot, whether it's playing sports, pursuing a romantic interest, or striving to accomplish our personal goals, we will never be able to win. We will never be able to live our best lives. What exactly does living your best life mean? Honestly, it can mean whatever you want it to. Traveling frequently, owning your own business, having a deck or a pool or a big backyard at your house, working in your desired profession, playing varsity, college, or professional sports, or buying your dream car, raising a family, being at your desired weight, having your own talk show, writing your own best-selling book. Living your best life is tailored specifically to you. It's doing, being, and having whatever makes you happy. In a sport like basketball, in order to score, a player must shoot. There is no other way for you to score, at least purposely, that is, than to consciously and deliberately shoot the ball. In our lives, in order to get what we want, we must take a similar approach, do certain things, and perform certain tasks that will move us closer toward accomplishing the goals we have set for ourselves. Basically, we have to shoot our shot. Just as sports in general can be used as a metaphor for life, the saying, "shoot your shot," can serve as a metaphor for pursuing what you want in life. If you couldn't tell by now, sports, particularly basketball, have had a profound impact on my life. The lessons that I learned from playing, watching, and studying the game of basketball have served as catalysts for my own life progression. While I value education and I know how important it is in regard to literacy and career progression, I have to admit that I've learned many more applicable life lessons from my involvement in sports than I have from most school subjects or historical figures. Quite frankly, I've learned more about life from watching Michael Jordan will his team to victory while battling the flu, or witnessing LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers come back from being down 3-1 in the 2016 NBA Finals to win the championship, than I did from taking a chemistry or a social studies course. I identify more with Russell Westbrook than I do with Mark Zuckerberg, and I am personally more inspired by Kobe Bryant than I am Reverend Al Sharpton. No disrespect or undermining intended, but this is my truth, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who feels this way, which is what prompted me to write this book. If basketball has helped me become the man I am today, I'm convinced that certain principles from the court and the stories of former and current players as well as personnel can help you, the reader, too. And maybe, just maybe, you'll begin to look at sports as more than just a recreation and entertainment, but also as a source of motivation and inspiration and teachable moments. Shoot Your Shot is a combination of several of my passions and interests: basketball, writing, research, and inspiring others. This is an unconventional approach to the self-help genre, and one that has not been used before in this particular format. It is a major risk, but one thing I have learned, from basketball of course, is that you miss all of the shots you don't take. I sincerely believe that we are never given an idea unless we have everything we need to see it all the way through. Although the title of this book is Shoot Your Shot, There are so many factors other than shooting and basketball that help lead a team to victory and contribute to success on and off the court. I wanted to explore several of those other components in detail, as well as show you how they relate to our lives and how they can help us on our own individual paths. Shoot Your Shot is universal. Although it may appeal to a younger demographic and to sports fans, it is not age, gender, socioeconomic status, or race specific. Your background and standing are irrelevant. This book is for anyone with an open mind and an overwhelming desire to live his or her best life. Sports are often referred to as a common thread that brings people together regardless of their age, gender, race, or socioeconomic status. My hope is that this sports-based book inspires you to go after the goals you have set for yourself and motivates you to do what's necessary to realize the life you have always envisioned. The principles presented in this book align differently with those commonly advocated for in self-help books, scripture, and motivational speeches, many of which come directly from those that I have personally read, studied, and listened to on my own path toward realizing the life I envision for myself. Thus, I'm not just pulling these principles out of thin air, but rather providing them to you as a result of extensive research, studying, and life experience. No matter your circumstances, I truly believe you'll be able to use the principles and examples in this book to help you on your own journey toward accomplishing the goals you have set for yourself. With that being said, play the game of life to the absolute fullest. You cannot win if you're timid or reluctant, and you certainly cannot get what you want out of life without shooting your shot. Regardless of how many times you miss, keep shooting until you make the goal. The only way you can possibly win is if you shoot your shot until your shot goes in. I appreciate you for taking this journey with me. Let's get into it. Vernon Brundage, Jr. So that is the end of the pregame.